Hi everyone, even though Bitcoin has been ranging for basically the whole day, thanks to the new price action that we got, I do have an update of my low time frame scenarios, bullish and bearish, and I will also show you in this video the medium time frame scenarios, as I think it is important to know where we are in the bigger picture. Now this is the first low time frame bullish scenario where you can see a blue A followed by a blue B and then eventually a C to the upside. Now this then here is classified as a three-wave structure followed by an expanded flat in the B, which if that is the case is very nicely respected over here, because this over here is the target for an AB expanded flat and then the C to the downside, which is a nice fast move. And then I would be looking for a 1, 2 and then a move to the upside as an impulse. Now the invalidation is taking the lows of this wave 2 because we want to see price move to the upside, take at least these highs as a minimum and preferably reach this 1-to-1 or extend towards the 1.618, which actually would be very nice because I also have a target box over here with other confluences. And then this A, B, C could be part of a bigger A. So then you would possibly get an A B, and then eventually a C for more upside. Now the 786 that you see over here was very nicely respected, taken from the low of B to the high of 1, which is a very valid target for a wave 2. Now the other bullish scenario that I have becomes more likely the longer we range, and if we are gonna take this low that I just mentioned in the other scenario as the invalidation, if we are going to move to the downside, then this scenario will be activated and the other bullish scenario is basically invalidated. So with this bullish scenario, the high over here is either a wave 1 or a wave A. So we have a 5-wave structure, followed then by a zigzag correction, which is a 5-3-5 correction, which then should, I believe, end somewhere around the area of 23K. We have a nice bit of confluence over here. We have a daily naked point of control, the potential 1-to-1 of the zigzag, meaning an A, B, C of the, and then A and C are the same length. So the 1-to-1 is here as well as the 786 fib taken from the low to the high. And then eventually this would then be a wave 2 or a wave B. Now those have completely different targets, because if this is a 1, 2, then wave 3 has a minimum target of the 1.618 fib trend-based fib extension, which you take from the low to the high to then possibly the low somewhere here. And then the minimum target is for this wave 3, the 1.618 at basically, well, 25K. However, if this is an A, B, C, so if we take the yellow count, if this is then an A, a B, and then a C, the most common target is the 1-to-1 and the extension target becomes the 1.618. So we have to see how price develops and what will happen. If we move up and we take this high, then this bullish scenario becomes much more likely. However, if we move to the downside, then the other bullish scenario is invalidated because we crossed this low, and this one out of the two bullish scenarios becomes much more likely. The bearish scenario on the local time frame looks a little bit like the bullish scenarios. However, instead of then this being an A, B, and then further up for C, we actually just tank and go down to the downside after wave C is completed. So in this case, we had a ending diagonal over here, and we are then creating a 1-2, 1-2 before then a massive 3 to the downside. Now, in order for this to be another 1-2, price is not allowed to go above the high of this green 2, because we have a 1-2, 1-2, and this 2 retracement is not allowed to go above the origin of wave 1. So locally on the lower time frame, I would then be looking for an A, B, C correction, a 3-wave move. And again, you can see that actually the white line represents a little bit bullish, the first bullish scenario, which then is an A, B, and then looking for a C wave up. And the yellow line over here looks a little bit like the second bullish scenario, which is then here an A, B, yet to get in here, like it still has to form, and then eventually a wave C to the upside. Now I have wave C, both wave C's around the 24.2K area, because we still have a weekly over here. If you don't yet know what a weekly is, please have a look at the video appearing at the right top corner of the screen right now, like the card. Click on the card because it's an educational video that I made about daily, weeklies, monthlies and yearlies. So you can check that one out and get this on your chart yourself. We also then have the potential 1-to-1 of this wave A, B and then C, as well as the 786, which is taken from the high here of 2 to the low here at the bottom of 1. Or well, at least the blue one is there. So yeah, this is the bearish scenario. And on a medium time frame, like how does this then fit in the medium time frame? That's the following. So on the medium time frame, currently the bullish scenarios on the low time frame are of course in relationship with the bullish scenario of the medium time frame. Now this is my more favorite bullish scenario on the medium time frame, where we had this WXY, which then finishes an A. So then we have an A. Then we have a 3-wave B for an expanded flat B, and then move down for C, which would then be a wave 4. So the invalidation in this case is taking the low at 22.7k. Once this low is taken, this bullish scenario on the medium time frame is going to be invalidated. But as you can see, the lower time frame does have a relationship with the higher time frame, because if we're going to create a 3-wave structure over here, then this might be a wave A. So then we have an A B, and then we can create a C for more upside. The other bullish scenario, which for me is a bit less likely, is that eventually this 3-wave move, that if we get this 3-wave move on the lower time frame, that is going to be a wave X. So it's actually a little bit hidden. There it is. So then we have a WXYXZ. So basically the channel will continue, and it will take a little bit longer before we get more upside. The bearish scenario, however, on the medium time frame has a very strong relationship with the low time frame bearish scenario, as mentioned, looking for this 1-2-1-2 to the downside, and that is basically it. So thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed this content, please subscribe, and if you have any tips or recommendations, or you have questions for a potential Q&A in the near future, write them down in the comments. For now, I'd like to thank you for watching, and I hope to see you at the next video tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. CET, where I will go through the high time frame, medium time frame and the low time frame counts. Bye bye.